Thanks. Get a chance to rebut Joe Hill for a socialist. A pleasure to do.
Never thought this would happen, did you?
Kind of a dream for me. You know, I think our position here tonight is a complex one. We're really arguing for a socialism for adults, basically for a debate for adults. But we reject our simplicities on either side. That you can eliminate all problems simply by establishing a socialist or a communist state. We've had too many examples of how that's not been a dream but a nightmare. But on the other hand, we've also seen that this dream of a pure market is itself conducive to a nightmare as well. When we have children born in this country to poverty, to racism, that is a kind of coercion the other side is not willing to recognize. Poverty and the inequalities of the market is itself a form of coercion. Now, I'm going to give you folks, and I admit that the state can be a source of coercion, but that's all the more reason why we have to also recognize that the market itself can be a form of coercion as well. And that's the greatest weakness of what I've heard Joe say this evening. He's quick to recognize the problem of government and how it intrudes on people's lives. But let us remember that government works on the basis, in a democracy, of one person, one vote. In a market, it's $1, one vote. And if that's not the definition of coercion, then I don't know what coercion is. And we need the complexity to be able to recognize both sources of that coercion. That's what socialism recognizes. A democratic socialism, a willingness to find that balance between the two of them. You suggest that under anarchy, we could have socialism if people get together to agree upon it. And I suggest the same thing exists under socialism. If you want market, you convince the majority of people in that country to vote market interventions, you vote market delivery of goods and services, from toothpaste to cars. But if they don't like it, if they think the government does a better job of delivering those goods and services, a fairer job, so that people's lives are not distorted by those inequalities, that should be left up to the democratic decisions of people. And that's what socialism stands for. Democracy in all spheres of life, not just in government, but in the market as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Gregg.